Alrighty guys, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. In today's episode, as you could see from the thumbnail, we are going to be working on getting a super duper fast horse, as well as breeding up some mules and stuff. I guess we can go ahead and bring something for the stables and stuff. Come on, dude. Okay, so let's go ahead and head downstairs, and I went ahead and tamed up all of the horses and the donkeys and all of them to see which ones are the fastest and which ones are the slowest and probably need to become re-released into the wild, but I think for right now we can go ahead and keep them, because I mean our stables is huge, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, I also went ahead and brewed up a bunch of swiftness potions, I think. Here they go. Okay, so we are going to use speed 2 to see if this works, and this is going to take a hot minute because, you know, we have to breed them and stuff. To hopefully see if it works. I'm really excited. I really hope they work because I really want, like I said inside of the last one, I really want a pretty black stallion because I love the color combination of black and gold together, and that's what the horse will be wearing is gold horse armor. But I really don't think they're gonna be wearing armor when they're just out and about. Oh, I also moved the ghasts back over. I don't think they're gonna be wearing armor when we're just building and stuff because it's relatively safe around here. But yeah, not much has changed. What? Does rain fill up cauldrons now? What? I can't believe that. Wow, that's... Okay, I already filled those two up. That's kind of crazy. Okay. So these are the 4 that are the fastest. The top of the line horsies that we have. Surprisingly, our invisible horse, which is this one. You can't really tell in here. Let me take him outside. It is probably the fastest one in our fleet. So you can see it's our old invisible one. I'm thinking about the name Violet from The Incredibles. I think that is kind of cool. I don't know. We need something that's invisible to name it. I don't know. I feel like Mermaid Man or Barnacle because they're invisible card. I don't know. But this one's definitely going to be used, so we're going to go ahead and throw them back here. You sit down. And then we're going to grab another horse. Probably the pretty... So this one's like sort of second as fast. It's decently fast, but it's nothing to write home to. It also doesn't jump very well, but the other one does jump pretty good. But this one is also kind of terrible, but it's how I want them to look. And yeah, I also gotta say I love working in these stables. I love the light. I love that it has real windows over here, and then our barn windows here. I just really like how it looks. I also haven't still finished the ceiling in here. I don't want to chop down trees right now. I'm just going to have to do it one of these days, but I'm being lazy. Okay, anywho. So, apparently, all you have to do, and like I said, we're doing this test together to see if there's any truth behind it or if they patched it. We splashed them both, okay, with that, and it definitely worked on them. So then we breed them. I don't need a horse now. Oh, it's a pretty black one. Please be fast. And then, can we just feed it that? Oh, maybe we feed it. Maybe we can feed it apples. Hold on. Oh, I'm slow. I'm slow all of a sudden. Then let's see if we can breed, or, I don't know. Can we force it to grow up with just regular apples, maybe? I also have golden apples here. I looked it up because I honestly couldn't remember if you had to breed them with golden apples or golden carrots. Turns out you can do it with golden carrots, which is pretty neat, I think. He's getting bigger. Okay. Let's go ahead and move Mom and Dad. Let's put this guy here. We'll try and do this as scientific as possible. So we'll put both of these guys in here as our sort of first controller. Okay. I hope to God you're nowhere near as fast, because that was actually kind of freaking crazy how fast we were going. Yeah, hopefully, excuse you. Hopefully it's not going to be that crazy. Oh, and then I also forgot to mention we are going to be building something in today's episode. I don't know what just yet, but I'm gonna find something to build over in Havenwood. Maybe a bridge, maybe a little bit more of the foundations over there. Hopefully we'll be doing something like that at least. No promises. Oh, you're not even tamed to me. Okay, that's cool. I'll wait. I'll wait all day, buddy. Oh, okay. Let's see how fast he is. Hold up. Y'all, there's some merit to this, I think. Okay, let's breed him again. Throw this guy inside of this control group. Stay. Okay, I'm trying to make this as unincestual as possible. If you catch my drift. So I think we're gonna grab that other black one over there, since it's sort of, you know what, bro, you can go ahead and leave. Go ahead. That stall's closed. This donkey's just stay chilling. You know, let's get a mule too. Might as well. As you can see, I wonder if you can speed up a mule. Oh, we gotta try that out. That'll be so cool. Okay. There you go, darling. Okay, so we'll put him there. We're gonna breed him with this horse. The fat second. No, might as well go for one of those guys. Because if they can be super duper fast, that's what I'd rather have. Okay, so now these horses here are second. Ah, they're all honestly. Okay, I'm sorry. You're no. You. Bro. Okay, they're all kind of slow as Christmas, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. So we're gonna throw him in with here. There we go. And we're gonna breed. You got. Oh no, we're not. Just kidding. Nope. Fast. Okay, got you. Now we're gonna move this guy out of here and probably just over to here for right now, as that one's the slow horse, I think. At least that's what I want to say. Then we'll go ahead and grow this guy up. Just a fiber. Oh wait, are you just a? Did you get that from your grandfather? What? How fast are you now? Oh my gosh. They wouldn't be able to catch me at all. Catch me outside. Yeah, okay. If this baby horse is getting near as fast as this, that's going to be actually freaking crazy. Okay. So let's go ahead and borrow your saddle. Come here. What? Wait, which? It was this one, no? Bro is definitely pretty fast. Okay. Okay. Hard to gauge if it's the fastest. You know what I mean? So this one is the regular one. And he's going back in here. And take your saddle. I took that saddle off of that guy. Are we missing a saddle? No, I don't think we are. We need to make some more, honestly. Okay. Let's go ahead and put a saddle back on this guy. Compare this guy's speed. Pretty fast. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty decently fast. Okay, we'll go ahead and put him over here. Definitely a good jumper. Okay, and then we'll test this guy back out again. I'd say they're pretty even, honestly. Okay, so we have two really decent fast horses. Okay. Let's compare them to their daddy over here. They might be the same speed, or I really can't tell. Oh. Then again, it's hard to tell. It's actually really hard to tell. If you guys can figure out which one's the fastest one, please say something. I want to say this guy's pretty dang fast. But they're all pretty dang fast. Why am I doing this to myself? Why am I moving them ever so gently? So I'll set him down there. We're gonna take this black horse over here. Their mama. They're definitely faster than her, so we at least have some pretty black stallions to ride now. We got 3 regular horses now. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's see here. Oh, that's definitely pretty freaking fast, dude. So let's see. I feel like that's under a second. That one's faster. Bro, do you mind? And this guy's the good jumper, I think. I don't know. I'll have to... Ooh, no, this one's the good jumper. Yeah, this one's the fastest, definitely. Okay, you know, I think this is fast enough. If we need to make a super fast horse, I think we can. At the same time, I really don't think we need a... Oh, no, you just bred. I'm sorry, donkey. Well, that's my bad. I wasted a potion. Let's go ahead and sleep real quick so that way we don't get killed by these pillagers wherever they are. Let me in. And then hopefully the horsies will be ready to breed again. Then we'll move them into my prized stall. How long has that been there? Anywho. Didn't even see it. And sleep. Back at it. Oh. Okay, grab this. Let's head back out here. I do like having just a bunch of horses, though. It is nice to have them. Okay. Let's see. Are you ready? Sure. No. I hate you. We got a mule! Oh, look at its pretty little feet. Okay, let me go ahead and borrow this. Oh, hold on. Sorry, let me escort you out of here, donkey. Now, if we can get a mule this fast, dude, that would be sick. It'd give us a construction horse, or mule, and as well as a sort of building mule when I have to go and get parts to take the horse. Okay, bro, let's see how fast you... Oh! How long till this wears off? Moving so fast the particles can't keep up. Okay, we gotta... Let me grab a lead real quick. We're gonna drop this guy off at the house, and I'm gonna grab some saddles to put on them. Where are the leads? I think they're in here. But don't worry. I don't have to lift a finger. Boom. Oh, and then I can also show you guys. I put some fence posts out front to make it easier to hitch up your horse. Here, so we'll be sprinkling those kind of posts around throughout the world just to make it easier. Is it me who was fast? We're gonna have to see how fast bro is now. There's no way he's gonna be that fast. Oh, and all the scaffolding is here because I was taking down the the Halloween decorations, excuse me. We'll be decorating for Christmas in one of these next upcoming episodes, hopefully. I'm trying to wait until after Thanksgiving, but at the same time, I want to do it now. Looking forward to it. What am I here for? Chests. We'll just take 3 for now. I think that's all I need. We'll slap him on him, and we'll see how fast he can be. I'm hoping he's going to be a fairly fast mule. This is going to make building so much easier. Go and slap a chest on you. Boom. Hold on. Okay, he's not the fastest thing in the world, but that being said, he's still a decent speed. I'm pleased. I am very pleased. Okay, let's take him back over to the stables. We got my workhorse. I think this might be Mayhew. I don't know. I'm going to scroll through some comments to see what goody names we've got. So we've got our boy Mayhew. I think these are the two end horses we're going to end up with. Because this guy's jumping ability is insane, unmatched. But is he slow? I just can't tell. Oh, no one can jump like him. That's for certain. Let's go put Violet up real quick. I think they're all the same pace as Violet. Let's see. What do we got left over here? First baby. First gen of speedrunners. Definitely a little slower. Definitely. So we'll just put you right in here for right now. But this will be a mule and the fast horse. Eventually the rest of them will just sort of be given free roam for us to play around with their... I sound like God. Play around with their genetics and whatnot, you know? Okay, so let's go ahead and move you guys over to your new home. Actually, no, we're going to scout a little bit. We're going to see what we need to build up. Okay. Oh, and then I also forgot to mention, we planted this forest. We definitely need to finish building the bridge here. Or not bridge, my gosh. The path here, because it'll all link up together. This is sort of the carriage road that meets up to the main gate that we can take. I think, honestly, what we really, really need to work on... could build the old wall. That'd be kind of nice. So we could do the old wall and maybe the bridge over here. Because like I said, I'm tired of walking everywhere. So we're gonna probably try and finish up this peninsula. So without any further ado, let's get started on another time lapse. And here we go. So first of all, I know this isn't over inside of Havenwood, but we desperately needed to rebuild the cobblestone generator, because otherwise this project wouldn't have happened, nor would anything have gotten done. So yeah, I decided to make it a little bit more fancier over here, put in some glass and stuff. That's going to be its new forever home, and we're gonna eventually do something a little bit nicer over there. But anywho, here's the main star of the show, and the only star of the show really for this episode. This is our old wall / old gate and main gate of Havenwood. It's relatively one of the oldest structures inside of the settlement, just because, you know, it's been there for so long and it served its purpose. I really was sort of inspired by like Renaissance era and like medieval styles of walls, to sort of match with our Gothic vibe that we're doing. I feel like it really matches the theme of Havenwood, and it's really nice to get some more of that stone brick inside of there and sort of structures that aren't just entirely made of spruce wood. You know. As for the wall itself, it is technically one cobblestone block deep, but with all the layers of depth and stuff, it gives the top of it at least 3 blocks on top for you to walk around, which sort of gives it the grand illusion that it is thicker than what it actually is. So it looks like a thick boy wall, but really it's 1 block deep, which is cheaper, and yeah, looks good. It does its job, serves its purpose. I really like how this wall turned out, like I said. I wasn't expecting it to really go up as fast as it did. It really, on the time-lapse recordings, it told me it only took like an hour overall. But keep in mind, that's also me cutting in between a bunch of like me having to go back and wait for the stone to smelt and then come back. I was entirely ill-prepared to do this. I had no prep work for it, so I was like basically doing like 20 stone blocks at a time and cutting it, and that's probably why I'm so like jerky inside of this recording. But I do think the result is worth it in the end. And now we have the gate to walk through, which I think is cool. I wasn't planning on building it, but I think it's neat. And then I thought about it, and I was like, well, we kind of did like a chess theme in today's episode, with the rooks being, you know, the wall of Havenwood, and then the horses being the knights. But anywho, I will let past me talk. Gamers, look at the aura that this wall has. I'm tired. I've spent pretty much all day working on this. It doesn't look very... it's not a big wall or anything. It's not particularly difficult to build, but it costs a lot. When all of my resources were drained for the stables, and then this big old courtyard here, which this is kind of going to have to be reconfigured. The gate got shifted down a little bit, but I think we're going to figure it out just fine. Yeah, it was just a super expensive build. And I mean, it's a solid wall, you know. As far as I can remember, it's okay, it's partially filled. Looks like I missed a spot. We'll fill that in later. But like that turret's all filled in. I think these two are going to be staircases to go up on it. So all of those will be filled in. But besides that, it is an incredibly solid wall. It's mob proof. I don't think a spider can climb up this wall with its crenellations and stuff. I think it's quite physically impossible for them to do, unless if, I don't know, they might. I don't think so, but spiders aren't what we're trying to keep out. But yeah. So as you can see right here, this is what I was talking about when I said we'll have to edit the terrain a little bit. So we'll extend the river just about to here and probably have it come around there so it mirrors the other side and makes it definitely end the wall here. This, however, is our forever view of the village, of the wall, which I think is just a really very pretty image. I think all we're missing is the other end cap to the wall that'll be going here and then going straight into the mountain. But like, that's cool. You know, that's cool. I think that it looks like it. I have one of my donkeys here, or mule, excuse me. I think it really adds to the world. I think that it actually does look old because, you know, again, with our whole lore thing, this would be one of the oldest structures this side of the world. You know, this is essentially, this wall was replaced by the mansion in terms of defending the village and like sort of protecting it, because the wall, you know, used to keep it from like big exterior threats, but then, you know, now the mansion's here and sort of its job now. So we have our mansion up atop the hill and the old gatehouse, which is just aura farming all the time. We got the path actually linked up to the estate. We just have to actually cobblestone it. And then as soon as you enter here, it's going to be sort of a gradual little staircase that'll lead up to the main courtyard. Then we'll have City Hall, the tavern here, and the other buildings. I think we're going to build up this area first, maybe, or heck, even give it like a slight slope down to meet the building, because the building has to sort of be pulled back over this way. And I don't know. Then again, if we pull it back this way, we'll have access to the wall there. Oh, and also I haven't done the border along there, mostly because, like I said, I'm out of resources. We need to just set up a super smelter in the factory district. I'm gonna get that done. As you saw, the cobblestone generator has been moved over there. Without it, this project wouldn't have happened at all. But I'm really liking how the wall looks. Like I said, we're not gonna be able to get the bridge done. That'll be inside of the next video when we're over here, which will probably be next week's episode, I think. And then the week after that, assuming what day it is, I haven't actually looked and done the math. If it's past Thanksgiving, it will be a Christmas decorating episode. If not, we'll be working over here again. Our goal for the next episode is probably to raise up at least the blacksmith and maybe the Fletcher. I knew that. Get at least these two buildings done and then work on things like the tavern and stuff. Because, like, I love the wall, but at the same time, I think it's going to look even better once you see the tops of the buildings rising up behind it. Because I'll go ahead and show you guys a little bit of the interior that's completely finished. Here we go. That's going to be under the support post. We got it here. There we go. Because one of the best or coolest things I always think about is like, excuse me, is sort of like, so the last city I built had a giant wall sort of surrounding it and stuff. And one of the coolest things I think that you can look at is sort of like the beautiful countryside. So like this is going to be like fields and little farmer cottages dotted around and like cows and pastures and stuff. And then over here, you have like all industrial stuff and like the city and like it's an actual like city life or village life or whatever. And then you can sort of just like say like stand here and look at like the division between them is like the city on one side of the wall. The other side is just the country, you know, like the whole vibe of Havenwood, I feel like, is very country filled, but at the same time, it's a village that prospered by the mansion being built. you know, again, in lore time. But yeah, I'm really, really pleased with it. I think we've done a lot of good stuff in today's episode, but I think we've ran just out of time. So anywho, I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode of Minecraft. If you did, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you all next week with another installment. See ya!